The best 5.1 and 5.2 AV receivers for 2022 are the perfect way to upgrade your home theater experience. These devices can decode and process audio in a much more robust way than traditional stereo receivers, providing an immersive listening experience that is perfect for movies, TV shows, and gaming. In the description box, we have included links. Now let's get started. At number 1 is Denon AVR-S660H. The Denon AVR-S660H offers everything I need as a user. An amplifier with 5 channels delivers 75W/8 ohm or 100W/6 ohm power to the speakers. Further, it supports Bluetooth, AirPlay 2, and HEOS streaming, and has a wired connection for sound playback. Dolby Atmos Height Virtualization, DTS-X, and DTS Virtual X technologies enable a fully immersive experience. RX-V4 also has virtual high-altitude channels, unlike Yamaha. In the absence of ceiling acoustics or Atmos speakers, the latter creates a surround sound effect. Up to 6 multimedia devices can be connected to the device via the 7 HDMI ports, 1 output and 6 inputs. An impressive range of high-res audio formats can be reproduced by the mid-range model of the upcoming receiver line of the famous brand. A variety of AV devices or streaming services can be used as sources. With precise and realistic side effects, the AVR-S660H creates a beautiful ambience with consistent surround sound movements. It is necessary to select your audio mode correctly, however, and then it sounds fantastic. DTS Neo and Dolby Pro Logic Roman 2 have outlived their usefulness. When applied to Dolby and DTS decoding, the virtual mode performed well. Stereo sources with a bit too pronounced mid-range sound less interesting. If the surround effects are too high after calibration, it is better to use the multi-channel mode, which is more faithful to the original signal. Denon's AVR-S660H is a simplified yet complete home cinema amplifier. Due to its powerful amp and great video section, it can handle all of today's audio-video functions. Because of its dual purpose, I can confidently call this the best 5.1 AV receiver on the market. At number 2 is Yamaha RX-V385. Yamaha offers a budget receiver in the form of the RX-V385. I was immediately attracted to this device's excellent power 70W/8 ohm or 145W/6 ohm. The receiver also supports Dolby True HD and DTS HD Master Audio with 3 BAC 384K HC/32-bit DAC. These are already the best budget receivers. Although there are no Dolby Atmos and DTS-X decoders, the price is much less, and the video path meets the latest requirements. All modern video formats are supported, including 4K, HDR10, and Dolby Vision. The video path of the budget models Onkyo TX-SR393 and Yamaha RX-V385 is fundamentally different. HDMI standby switching is available on the RX-V385. To watch a video on TV from an external source connected to the receiver via the HDMI port, you need to turn it on. Now let's talk about sound. Traditionally, it is detailed, large-scale, and clean. Thanks to the improved sound return channel, it provided a wide soundstage. In addition, the firmware includes many presets found on more expensive Yamaha receivers for movies and music. There's a 7-band equalizer with separate controls for treble and bass for manual tuning. A feature I particularly liked was the separate settings for the subwoofer and 3D sound for a 2-speaker system. As a result, I was able to adjust the sound of the system to my liking. Yamaha RX-V385 is a very balanced device for its price range. It is a good 5.1 channel system with a sophisticated feature set that will satisfy the needs of many home theater enthusiasts while still making this top 5.1 4K receiver simple and straightforward to use. At a low price, the receiver uses technologies of more expensive models, making it the best budget 5.1 receiver available. At number 3 is Marantz NR1510. Marantz continues its tradition of ultra-compact home cinema receivers with the NR1510. This 5-channel receiver is no taller than a stereo amp, and I think fits easily into a living room. In spite of this, it is no less functional than a conventional home theater receiver. You can use ordinary power speakers with 50W/8 ohm or 60W/6 ohm power. Acoustic audiophiles can be fully exploited with this device at the acoustic audio level. Additionally, I enjoyed the immersive sound provided by Dolby True HD and DTS HD Master audio formats. I also had no trouble playing all my high-resolution audio files, which allows for a wide range of listening options. Marantz devices have excellent detail and emphasis on high mids, which are hallmarks of their musical capabilities. In my opinion, the sound is warm and soft, reminiscent of a tube. Home theater's heart, the NR is excellent at reproducing seamless transitions between speakers. The dialogues in the film were audible to me. Similar to stereo, high and mid frequencies are emphasized. As a result, the voices are better separated from the rest of the soundstage. The Marantz NR1510 is the smallest and most versatile receiver available. The in-home theater offers a little more detail and dimension to the surrounding effects. Those looking to add speakers to meet the Dolby Atmos standard can also add 2 additional amplifier channels. At number 4 is Yamaha RX-V4A. With the Yamaha RX-V4A, you can create a modern and versatile home theater system at a reasonable price. This device has a 5.2 configuration, which is ideal for medium-sized sounding rooms. With an output power of 80W/6 ohm, the Yamaha RX-V4A can effectively drive 4 standing speakers. It is a pleasant surprise to see the video path of this receiver. There is full support for 8K/60 video and even Dolby Vision. There is, however, only one HDMI 2.1 port. You won't find a budget receiver with 8K HDMI anywhere else. I began by listening to music and exploring different modes. When pure direct is used, all possible processing is bypassed, resulting in a flat and inexpressive sound. The receiver only emphasizes the bass when I switch to enhanced mode. The Neo 6 mode is most interesting because it effectively distributes music to all speakers without changing timbres or moving the center too far forward. The first thing that confused me about surround sound was that the RX-V4 does not register with Dolby or DTS. Therefore, I must use the surround decoder mode, which distributes effects. It is Yamaha's strong suit to create a sound space that makes you feel at the center of the action. Despite this, in comparison to the Denon AVR-S660H, the RX-V4 cannot attenuate effects, so I have often noticed that the effects seem to be glued rather than placed randomly throughout the room. One of the best 5.2 receivers is the Yamaha RX-V4A, which is ideal for those just getting started without spending too much money. With 5.1 soundtracks or enhanced stereo, it creates a clean, immersive atmosphere without being overpowering. Even 8K video can be viewed in 3D pseudo sound. At number 5 is Onkyo TX-SR393. The Onkyo TX-SR393 is a budget device that operates at 80W/8 ohm or 155W/6 ohm power. Regardless of the number of speakers and the initial soundtrack format, Dolby Surround and DTS Neural X features are available for all realized configurations. As well, DTS Virtual X and Dolby Atmos Height Virtualizer are designed to recreate sounds coming from above in the absence of a ceiling speaker. My favorite fact was that the EQ calibration system corrects the phase for coherent rendering of this type of speaker. Yamaha's RX-V385 does not offer such functionality. When listening to music, the receiver produced a surprisingly wonderful sound. Bass was also quite rich and loud. The sound stage was detailed and spacious, a pleasant surprise for such a small and less advanced device. I felt as if the events of the movie were literally happening around me when watching a movie with surround sound. Despite the fact that it overlooked many features that can be considered almost essential characteristics of more expensive receivers, Onkyo's TX-SR393 was a delightful surprise to me. However, the sound quality is quite good. Also, the scene was detailed and exhaustively captured. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please like it if you did. If you're new here, click the subscribe button. Wishing you all the best until the next video.